Today's our last devotional on our theme of God hears and answers when we call. And our scripture is from Matthew chapter 27, and it's actually the death of Jesus on the cross. From noon on, darkness came over the whole land until 3 in the afternoon. At about 3 o'clock, Jesus cried with a loud voice, "Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani?" That is, my God, why have you forsaken me?" When some of the bystanders heard it, they said, "The man is calling for Elijah." And at once one of them ran and got a sponge, filled it with sour wine, and put it on a stick and gave it to him to drink. But others said, "Wait, let us see whether Elijah will come to save him." Then Jesus cried again with a loud voice and breathed his last. It seemed fitting to me to end this week on the idea of God hears and answers when we call, to use this famous scripture of Jesus crying out to God at the very last moment of his life. And on the one hand, people often hear this sense of, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And we'll talk about it in terms of, at that moment, Jesus, his relationship with the Father, the connection that he always had was temporarily broken as he bore the sins of all of us upon himself. And there's another sense, though, in saying, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And that is that Jesus is quoting the first words of Psalm 22. And I encourage you, after you watch this video, to open your own Bible and to read Psalm 22 in its entirety. It's a psalm that describes much of Jesus' experience on that last day and on the cross. And very importantly, as you read through that, you will see the description of how he was treated, scorned by others and despised by the people, even reviled. "Commit your cause to the Lord, let him deliver," which in some of the Gospels is virtually word for word on the lips of some of those who mock Jesus, even as he's being tortured and killed. But what's interesting to me is that rather than being a cry feeling like God has forsaken him, Psalm 22 moves through this description and this plea for deliverance from suffering and hostility. And it ends with an affirmation that God will hear, God will answer, God will deliver. And it says towards the end, "All the ends of the earth shall remember and turn to the Lord, and all the families of the nations shall worship before him. Posterity will serve him, future generations will be told about the Lord, and proclaim his deliverance to a people yet unborn, saying that he has done it." And I just think that's remarkable, because here we are, generations and generations later, still telling the same story of God's love for us all in Jesus Christ and his victory over death.